Peace, YouTube. This is Sean Young, also known as Supreme, with another episode of Adventures in Wholesaling. On this episode, I'm going to be talking a little bit about probates and what they are, and just give you guys a little bit of insight about that because I've been getting a lot of questions about that from some of my students and some of my people who just like to watch my videos. All right, probates. Okay, guys, what probate is it is the process of someone who has, let's say a person has lost a parent and their parent dies. Their home or the estate will go through what's called a probate process through the court or through the county. And that property, once it completes that probate process, the person who will basically inherit that property. And the reason why probate leads are really really good leads to work with, and why they're really popular to a lot of investors, is because they're really hot. And let me give you an idea of why. When someone's loved one passes away, let's say this person, let's say this home that's located in Georgia, and the person inherited it. They live in California. Now, this person may have never been to Georgia a day in their life. They never plan to go to Georgia. They don't want to go to Georgia. And more importantly, they're learning that, hey, I've inherited this home, but I've got to pay taxes on it once a year. I've got to keep it maintained. I've got to keep the maintenance on it. So some people look at that and say, hey, you know what? This is really too much of a headache. This is not something that I anticipated taking on. I really don't want to take on this responsibility. I'd much rather try to get money for it, or just alleviate the headache. That's where we come in, guys. Remember, we're problem solvers. We're here to help people solve their problems. So what you want to do in this situation is, with the probates, you can go down to your county to get this list, and you ask for it. In some counties, I believe you can get that list pretty easily. Some counties, it may be a little tougher, and you may be able to also pay for probate leads through lead sources, through lead services that sell leads online as well. So there's a number of ways you can get probate leads, but I just wanted you guys to have an understanding of what probate leads are. It's not, no one's on probation, no one's committed any crimes. It has nothing at all to do with that. Probate is just a system that the house or the estate goes through once someone passes away and leaves that to a family member. So that person will usually be called the executor of the state. So that's the person who you're going to want to send your mailing to. So the courthouse will let you know, hey, it's either John, Sally, or the executor who is this person. Send out that mailer. Say you want it to be very tactful in how you send out these letters, because remember, these people have lost a loved one. They could potentially be feeling low or bad or anything negative dealing with the loss of a loved one. So just keep that in mind. You can't just approach this like, hey, I see you got a house out there. Can I buy it? You have to be very cautious on how you walk that line. So you just want to say something that's along the lines of, hey, my name is Sean Young. You want to give your full name. I buy houses out in your area. I usually don't want to try to speak upon the loss of that loved one unless we talk about it in conversation and they bring it up. But you want to just be mindful of how you approach that. So, hey, I see that you have a property located at X, Y, and Z. I am an investor in the area, and I'm interested in seeing if you'd be willing to take an offer on that property. Now, if they contact you back on that, boom, there you go. You've got a motivated seller. So you guys want to be just mindful of what the wording is. You can play with that wording, try it out in your market, and try different things to see what works for you, because that's really what this boils down to, guys and gals out there. Do not think that there's one special sauce or there's one magical potion that can solve all the problems. You guys are your own problem solvers. Your experimentation, your trial and error, your failures, all of those things are things that gain you knowledge and gain you expertise into our field here, into what we do, which is real estate investing. So, all right, guys, I hope that's been helpful. I'm going to end it there. I didn't want to make this too long. I just wanted to address what probates were, because I've been getting some questions on that. What are probate leads, and what are probates, and are they any good? And absolutely they are. So If you guys are interested in getting more information on that, subscribe to the channel. Feel free to leave me a comment in the section, send me an email. I do have a student mentor course as well, a one-on-one course that's available for you guys. Feel free to check that out. You can go check it out and just skim through it. And if it's something that's meant for you and something that you would like to take advantage of, feel free to give me a contact and email, or just shoot me some kind of a communication, and I'll be sure to reach back out to you. All right, well, that's all I have for today, guys. So with that being said, again, help me, help you, help us all. This has been Sean Young, also known as Supreme, with another episode of Adventures in Wholesaling. Peace.